A warm welcome to the Riverside Stadium from me, John Champion, and co-commentator Efena. 5 weeks of the Barclays Premier League season remain, and Manchester United have the chance here to take another significant step towards the retention of their title. The victory will put them 5 points clear of Chelsea with 5 to play, but they'll be wary given Middlesbrough's frequent habit of beating the big clubs. They've taken 4 points from Arsenal this season, and United's players still have a 4-1 defeat here 2 seasons ago in the very forefront of their minds. Sizable travelling contingent from Manchester. Ryan Giggs installed today as captain and preparing to lead his players out. George Boateng hanging a little further back in the tunnel alongside David Wheater. Edwin van der Sar fit to play today. He's had this nagging groin injury which necessitated him being taken out of the firing line last weekend. But he returned in Rome in the Champions League, and he is installed from the start today. He's actually had to leave the field and play 4 times this season because of that particular injury in the course of games. So here they come, the teams of Middlesbrough and Manchester United on a chilly day at the Riverside. More or less a full house. Manchester United have won their last 6 games and 10 of their last 12 in the Premier League, and they are apparently hurtling towards their 10th Premier League title. There is still time for a twist or two in this particular title story. Much of the UK has had snow today, not in these parts, but there has been persistent rain. A slippy surface. Players won't object to that. Referee Mike Riley in charge of matters today. Well, 2 changes to the Middlesbrough team that lost narrowly at Chelsea last weekend. Julio Arca returns to the midfield. He displaces Lee Catamol, and the expensive Brazilian striker Afonso Alves gets another chance to find his first Boro goal. He's in for Tuncay. Still no Robert Hood, who has an ankle problem, so David Wheater continues in central defence alongside Emmanuel Pogatetz. Wheater's form has brought him England recognition in this, his first full season. Manchester United just 3 days away from the second leg of that Champions League quarter-final with Roma, but there are no compromises in terms of selection, with 2 exceptions: O'Shea for the injured Vidic, and the goalkeeper Van der Sar returning in place of Kuszczak. It's the side that put 4 past Aston Villa last weekend. Gary Neville made the squad, but not the team sheet. Carlos Tévez returns after being on the bench in Rome. He scored twice in United's 4-1 victory over Middlesbrough back in October at Old Trafford. So, Middlesbrough against Manchester United. Middlesbrough 15th in the table, but 8 points clear of Bolton, who are 3rd from bottom. Manchester United 2 points clear of Chelsea, 5 points ahead of Arsenal, and this is their game in hand. Plus the fact that their goal difference is better by some 18 goals compared to that of Chelsea, so that's worth an extra point. So, Efena sitting alongside me. How do you see this one? Is this as straightforward as one might imagine for Manchester United against a team 15th in the table, or do Middlesbrough still provide a threat?
No, I certainly think there is a threat from Middlesbrough today. I'm sure Sir Alex Ferguson has been impressing that upon his players in the last few days. As you mentioned, Middlesbrough have turned over quite a few of the big boys in recent years, particularly at the Riverside. They've already beaten Arsenal here. They've brought that unbeaten run in the league to an end this season. So I expect a very competitive performance from them today. Although that spectre of relegation is sort of in the back of their mind, I certainly think they're safe for another season. So I don't expect them to be playing with any kind of fear. And they are very often at this stage of the season the most dangerous teams for the top sides to be playing. The ones who really seemingly haven't got anything to play for, but will still be desperate to impress upon their fans and their manager in particular.
And a word on the Manchester United selection, no compromises there despite the European commitments.
No, I'm also not surprised about that. Ronaldo's in such fantastic form. Rooney's found his goal-scoring touch as well. Tévez has been back amongst the goals as well. So Sir Alex just feels as if those guys can probably just 15-20 minute spell in the game, they could blow Middlesbrough apart, and then he can look about resting players. I don't think they've got too much to worry about with the Champions League return date with Roma on Wednesday. So he feels that as long as the players perform well enough, probably particularly in the opening half an hour or so, they could put Middlesbrough to bed.
His sort of weather today?
I think this guy, the form is in any sort of weather. We expect to see fantastic things from him again today.
Middlesbrough fans have their own view of Ronaldo's approach to playing the game, full of artistic impression, and everyone is just about ready as the rain turns to sleet here. Mike Riley, the match referee, after a weekend of championship duty, following his lack of action against Ashley Cole back on the Premier League stage. Manchester United in their changed colours today, playing from right to left in this first half. Mark Schwarzer keeping goal for Middlesbrough, strongly linked with a possible move to Celtic for next season. Wes Brown, who's playing at right back. John O'Shea filling in for Nemanja Vidic alongside Ferdinand. Boateng. And Downing heading it into the path of Andrew Taylor, the young left back. Arca's challenge.
Middlesbrough are to be successful today. Certainly feel they need a good start. Just might worry United. They may not be ready for such a physical game and a fast tempo game as well. They may be thinking that if they can have a nice comfortable start to the game and get their passing going early on, they'll find things easy. It's up to Middlesbrough to make sure that they don't give them that time and space.
Ronaldo, Carrick, and there's a foul there on Ronaldo after he'd played the ball. Extraordinary stat in itself that Middlesbrough have scored 35 goals in all competitions this season. Ronaldo on his own has bettered that, he's got 36. Giggs with the free kick.
Mike Riley should have played advantage though. Lovely ball from Michael Carrick.
Alves chasing Rio Ferdinand. Boateng. Now Pogatetz. Middlesbrough have only won 5 home games this season. Prime among them, that game back in early December when they dispatched Arsenal. And what's more, they deserved to win that day. And in each of their Premier League campaigns, they've enjoyed victories over one of the so-called Big Four, and often more than one. Chelsea, Arsenal and Manchester United were all beaten here the season before last. Manchester United 4-1. The last real occasion when Gaishka Mendieta managed to run a game. Mendieta, who's still on the Middlesbrough staff but hasn't played all season. Here's Giggs looking for Tévez. Taylor covering.
A good movement from Ryan Giggs. Really went with his wrong foot. And to guide it back into Tévez with his left.
Downing. Scholes. O'Shea. Patrice Evra. Tévez. Scholes. The left back was playing Rooney onside. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he was onside, Wayne Rooney. Good yard or two. We're disappointed. Just wasn't able to get that second touch in the right fashion. A good start from United. It's the kind of start they would have looked forward to. Lots of possession, seeing lots of the ball. Ronaldo as of yet not really in the game.
Both these sides will be kicking themselves that they're not involved in the FA Cup semi-finals this weekend. Manchester United would have expected to beat Portsmouth in the quarter-final at home, just as much as Middlesbrough would have expected to see off Cardiff City here. Cardiff playing Barnsley in the second FA Cup semi-final a little later this afternoon. Portsmouth having edged past West Brom 1-0 yesterday. This is Alves.
The first opportunity for Boro. Ferdinand let the Brazilian run all the way right across him behind John O'Shea. He gets past John O'Shea. A couple of step overs, but then loses his footing. It is very wet, slippery surface today. Players don't mind that. It just takes a couple of minutes to actually get used to the surface, really. The ball certainly will pass crisply along the floor. Shall suit United.
Previous Premier League meetings between these sides. Just 5 Middlesbrough wins. They've actually done rather better at Old Trafford than they have here. The 12 home games against Manchester United, Middlesbrough have won just 2. Rain turned to sleet before kick-off, and sleet is now turning to snow. Evra. United supporters in hearty voice, as well they might be, with 6 games including this to play, and a 17th league title within their reach. Ferdinand coming across to challenge O'Neill. Gary O'Neill, who arrived from Portsmouth early in the season. Is forward, so is Pogatetz.
It looked like a set move. Who was supposed to be on the end of that corner from Stuart Downing?
Schwarzer punts it directly into touch. Ronaldo. Carrick. Challenged late by Arca, who immediately apologises.
Yeah, the ball was there to be won. Michael Carrick slips after getting past George Boateng. That's a genuine attempt for the ball. We all know what's coming next anyway. At least surely a shot on target from Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he's in hot pursuit of Dennis Law's club record, which no one ever thought would be broken. 46 goals in a season. He's got 36. Manchester United reached the Champions League final. They have another 10 games to play, including this. And he's scoring at about a goal a game right now. It's Ronaldo, it's deflected, it's a corner.
Could have had that one back. No, the wall just jumps. Maybe 1 or 2 coming forward from the wall.
This is He honed his free kick technique playing table tennis. Learned how to put spin and swerve on the ball. Giggs corner. Just over the head of Ronaldo. Comes for Michael Carrick. And the opening goal is scored by Ronaldo. And it's taken just 9 minutes to arrive. 37 for the season now.
Well, simple as you like. Lovely play from Michael Carrick. Picks the ball up from Ryan Giggs. Everybody misses it. Wheater misses it. He skips past Aliadière far too easily. And how can he leave Ronaldo completely unmarked? 6 yards out from goal. Keeps his composure. Keeps the ball down. Side foots it into the net. Well, one of the easier goals he scored this season. Lovely footwork from Carrick. Doesn't smash the ball back across, just guides it, hoping to find a teammate. And Middlesbrough, lack of concentration, find themselves a goal down.
Manchester United's 33rd Barclays Premier League fixture of the season, and they've scored first now in 27 of them. ...24 wins, 4 draws, 4 defeats. A win here will put them 5 points clear of Chelsea with 5 to play. Wheater slipped there. Across comes Luke Young.
Well, I certainly thought if Ruud van Nistelrooy wasn't able to break Dennis Law's record, that nobody else, certainly not on United's current staff at the time, would do it.
He got 44, didn't he? Ronaldo 7 short of that mark, 9 short of Dennis Law. Little wonder he's smiling. Angel or assassin? Depends on which camp you're in. Arca. Challenged by Scholes. Here's Tévez. Ronaldo makes a diagonal run in front of him. Giggs once more. Rooney now. Ryan Giggs, 3 waiting, and Wheater behind for a corner.
All of a sudden Middlesbrough find themselves on the rack. United now really with a bit between their teeth. And that's the problem, with Middlesbrough be looking for that equaliser. Very quickly they'll be caught on the break. Tévez and Rooney and Giggs. And the man in picture there, Ronaldo, hunting for the second goal.
Ferdinand, Carrick, Ronaldo. O'Shea behind them. Comes out to Scholes. Now Giggs. Okay.
Ronaldo yet again on the end of that cross. The most amazing thing about the amount of goals he scored is the variety as well. Well, corner comes in and Middlesbrough really should be getting something on the end of this. Pogatetz misses it completely. Aliadière shows his inexperience and just completely dives in at Michael Carrick. Doesn't make a challenge at all. Got to slow himself down when he reaches the opponent. And it's far too easy for Ronaldo just to slide that ball into the net.
Yes, his first task was to brush off George Boateng, which he managed all too easily. So what have Middlesbrough got in response to that? Aliadière, Gary O'Neill, George Boateng, switch for Luke Young, corner.
No, should have done better, Boro. An attacking midfielder surely would have shot from that position. Boateng decides to look for a teammate again. Don't think he actually was looking for Luke Young. I think for Gary O'Neill had come a little bit too far inside.
There goes Pogatetz. We're looking forward to featuring for Austria at home in Euro 2008. Southgate might rather you didn't mention European Championships. Interesting point that he made pre-kick-off, that he feels despite the fact they're lower in the table than last year, they're actually a better team than last year.
Well, I would argue that point with him. If they finish below where they were last year with less goals scored, more conceded, fewer points, then they're not, are they?
I think his reasoning was that they relied so much on Yakubu and Viduka last year, and that the rest of the players perhaps didn't contribute as much as they have done this season.
I understand what he's trying to say, but those two guys were part of the team, so they obviously worked very hard to get their goals. Were supplied obviously with the ammunition. But the league table never lies, does it? You finish 10 points worse off than the previous year, you have to look at it and say, well, we didn't perform as well over the 38 games. Simple as that.
Well, they finished 12th with 46 points last season. They're 12 points short of that mark right now. Here's Wes Brown looking for Carlos Tévez, and Pogatetz takes it away from his own goalkeeper.
I'm sure if you asked him, he would rather have the goals of Yakubu and Viduka from last season rather than not have them. The forward line, unfortunately for Middlesbrough, has not fired well enough this year. 3 newish faces. He's not yet found the blend with which to take enough points, particularly at home.
No, there's no more Mido this season. He's barely played for Middlesbrough. He's got a hernia problem. Tuncay on the bench today, 6 goals in 32 games. Aliadière, 4 goals in 26 appearances. And Alves, cost more than £10 million, making his 9th appearance and yet to score for the club. Boateng catching Scholes. Carrick.
And the problems with Middlesbrough, I'm sure that the 2 central midfielders, Arca and Boateng in particular.
Good turn by Afonso Alves, and had the ball whipped off his toe.
Yeah, it took too long.
Pogatetz twice.
Sure, they would love to go and press the likes of Paul Scholes and Michael Carrick and try and get the second balls if the forwards are not able to keep it. But then there's such a big gap between themselves and the central defenders.
Downing. O'Shea, back to Stuart Downing. Taylor. Alves! Well, the challenge of O'Shea was enough to put him off.
Yeah, he was static on it when he was trying to head that ball. Lovely ball in the end. That's not too bad a ball from Stuart Downing to begin with. Nobody makes that run towards the near post. Alves takes a couple of yards to the right. He really doesn't rise well enough, and Evra, not the biggest of defenders, is he, Patrice Evra, but he's very strong.
Ronaldo. Rooney. Ronaldo. It'll come for Giggs.
That was worth a try from Ryan Giggs, even from that angle. The ball sits up nicely for it. Rooney looks for that 1-2 with Cristiano Ronaldo. Nearly takes it in his stride, Ronaldo.
It's 10 short now of Sir Bobby Charlton's appearance record for the club, Ryan Giggs. 761 games is the mark.
That's another record I don't think anybody thought would be beaten in the modern era.
Ronaldo. Carrick. Rooney, good block. Needed to be two. Luke Young.
Yet again, look at the speed with which United move the ball. Carrick, 2 touches, nearly loses control. Great block from Luke Young.
But it is another corner. Manchester United leading through Ronaldo's goal after 10 minutes. He's scored a fair few with his head from set pieces this season. Didn't get to that one, and in fact there was a foul as Ferdinand heads over the top.
Luke Young really doesn't make too much of an attempt to jump for the ball, does he? George Boateng's been playing the game long enough to know that any reckless attempts to retrieve the ball too far up the pitch, you find yourself exposed, can't cover your defence.
Middlesbrough are contending that Boateng was actually fouled by Ronaldo in the build-up to the goal. I suppose they would make that claim.
Well, they still have a couple of opportunities to deal with the ball after that, don't they? They missed the first one, as Pogatetz does. There's an opportunity with Aliadière, and a third chance to pick up Cristiano Ronaldo.
Carrick. Touch for Ronaldo. Scholes back to Carrick. Ronaldo again. More danger for Middlesbrough. Back heel for Tévez. Back to Ronaldo. Scholes. Carrick. Brown to Rooney. Carrick. And he was fouled, that's why Manchester United eventually lost the ball.
He was lucky, he'd taken far too long to make his mind up.
Giggs. And it does now break down for Manchester United, but not for long. Ferdinand.
Just like Arsenal, Man United, so comfortable with the ball in the middle third or final third. Short 5-6 yard passes to each other. Confident that everybody's got the technique to keep it.
Evra. And Evra stays down. And Manchester United want the ball put out of play. This is Stuart Downing. Boateng. Julio Arca. Chance here, Aliadière. And Manchester United feel that play should have been stopped for the injury to Evra at the other end.
Well, they should have punished United, regardless of what's happening at the other end of the pitch. Ryan Giggs is remonstrating with Mike Riley, but there's nothing to say that you have to put the ball out. It's not a head injury. I think if it was, Mike Riley would have stopped the game himself. What a glorious opportunity for Aliadière. Maybe he's taken out. I think it's after he's actually played the ball.
Gary O'Neill's challenge that appeared to do the damage. And play was allowed to continue.
Well, United have got enough bodies back already. Ryan Giggs is covering in left back. Boateng passes it on to Arca, lovely reverse ball into the gap. And Aliadière, well, he has a quick look up to see if the goalkeeper's coming. And then he skews his shot horribly wide. Well, just as he makes contact with the ball, Gary O'Neill catches his right leg.
Rob Schwarzer, the Manchester United physiotherapist, escorting Evra to the sidelines for the time being.
You don't get too many clean chances against Man United, home or away, and that's one that they've missed.
Coaching clinic being conducted by the manager to his captain.
I wonder if Ryan Giggs is getting sick and tired of hearing constant patter from Sir Alex over the years.
If he is, I bet he hasn't told him so.
No, I agree.
Afonso Alves. Gary O'Neill.
That's a great ball in. I know it's quite close to Edwin van der Sar, but look at the height with which he actually catches it. Below chest height when he picks that ball up. And they've got three bodies in the box. Nobody really attacks it.
Arca. Evra comfortably back to van der Sar. Record appearance holder for the Dutch national team, Edwin van der Sar. 123 caps now, with Euro 2008 to come. Rooney. Here comes Ronaldo, up early. Arca picks up the pieces for Middlesbrough and finds O'Neill. Aliadière. Luke Young. O'Neill.
An easy ball for the goalkeeper to take. Aliadière comes, he does well for his team because he comes to receive the ball once near touchline, and then he completely turns his back on the play. As that cross is coming in, he's not even watching what's going on behind him.
It's a tester for Schwarzer, who's done pretty well. Arca who played it back. Boateng, Evra, and now Pogatetz.
He's a man who's not been in the game at all so far for Middlesbrough, Stuart Downing. Such a sweet left foot, great delivery when he gets himself in good positions.
Young. Tévez. Rooney. Giggs. After you, Ronaldo. Crowd enjoyed that.
Just picks himself up and gets on with the aim, doesn't he, Ronaldo? Two major things since his first season in English football. He's cut out most of the tricks, or showboating if you like, and his goal return is absolutely fantastic.
Here's Scholes. Evra. Arca got a piece of it, and an important piece too. Here's Downing. Running at Wes Brown. Running past Wes Brown. Ferdinand in the way though.
He's unlucky, he went for the early cross, Stuart Downing. And he's got the pace as well. Beyond a good defender.
Ronaldo. Worrying the right back, Young. Here's Rooney. And Pogatetz read it.
Well, such an open game. United won't mind that at all. So they won't be happy to concede one, but they'll know even if they do. They've got the players who can score another one, maybe even two or three.
Ronaldo. Away from O'Neill. Still going, Cristiano Ronaldo!
Everything but the finish. Drops a shoulder inside Gary O'Neill. Nothing he can do about that. Sheer pace takes him past 2, 3, 4 players. And just when you think he's going to slide it past Schwarzer or smash it beyond the left foot, nearly gets tripped up.
Where do you place him in the pantheon
of great players in the modern day?
Yes, and of great players at Manchester United. I'm thinking in particular of the comparisons that have been made by Alex Ferguson, amongst others, with George Best.
Well, I think we really have to give him another season or two at least before we can.
Offside, Rooney.
That was close. A yard or two. Well, it's very difficult to say. I think if we give him another 2 or 3 years, as I said, we look at his record over a 5 or 6 year period. George Best did it over a slightly longer period than Ronaldo has done it so far. Certainly his goal return in the modern game, which is a lot more defensive than it was in the late 60s and early 70s. Certainly it's comparable right now. Very often we are too quick to label players great in their early 20s. Certainly he's on the path to greatness.
23 years of age, Cristiano Ronaldo at the moment. Downing. Alves. O'Neill.
Got a strike away, but never really set himself. Yet again, what a fantastic cross from Stuart Downing. Always wanted to get that ball back on his left foot. He's got the beating of Wes Brown. Just when you want one or two of your centre forwards really to mean as if, or really be determined to get onto the end of that ball, Ferdinand heads it clear far too easily.
Pogatetz. Afonso Alves. Can't control. Manchester United throw. Tottenham Hotspur waved a large cheque in Middlesbrough's direction earlier in the season, tried to tempt Stuart Downing to London. Alves. Free kick.
Now Rio's not happy, feels he gets the ball. Alves holds him off once. No, he doesn't get it first time.
So, candidates. Downing is an obvious one. Arca can strike it. Afonso Alves, by reputation, is dangerous from situations such as this, although he's not yet shown that for Middlesbrough. Maybe he's about to. Van der Sar will know plenty about him with his Dutch roots. It is Afonso Alves! And Pogatetz with the follow-up. Battered away by Van der Sar. I think we can take it that Afonso Alves does know what he's doing with a set piece.
Well, he is Brazilian. What a fantastic strike. Ronaldo-like. Ball dips, lots of pace on it. Pogatetz is never really, he's backpedaling, he's never going to score from there. So he's such a big goalkeeper. It's a good block from Van der Sar, can't catch that ball. They've got players in there, Middlesbrough. Gary O'Neill thumps into the goalkeeper and concedes the foul.
Maybe that first Middlesbrough goal isn't so far away.
Great goal scoring record in Holland, Alves. And the Barclays Premier League is a couple of notches higher. I'm sure it's the physical aspect of the game which he's finding most difficult right now. If you can get to grips with that, and you need a little bit of luck as well on the way. 1 or 2 goals really to get you going and show the fans exactly what you're capable of.
Only his 4th start. 5 appearances off the bench for the Boro so far. Lito beaten in the air by Ferdinand. Tévez. Scholes. Giggs.
Very difficult for Middlesbrough, for them to have time and show some composure on the ball and look to try and feed Stuart Downing. as they've been hurried by United when they've got the ball.
Touched by Aliadière, chance for Alves! 1-1! He's off the mark for Middlesbrough against the potential champions. And didn't he take it well?
Well, that's not the finish of a man who's not scored a goal for his new club. Lovely flick from Aliadière, just gambles and thinks his strike partner's behind him. He is. It's a great through ball from Gary O'Neill. He picks out Aliadière, what a cool finish, past Van der Sar. Just clips it over the Dutch goalkeeper and into the side netting. Well, I said they didn't have much time on the ball, weren't showing enough composure. Gary O'Neill picks out a lovely long pass. Route one, straight flick on, 2 touches, what a great finish.
And it will have been cheered in West London and probably North London too by followers of Chelsea and Arsenal. Consummately taken goal, his first in English football, by Afonso Alves from Brazil via Heronveen. Ronaldo. Brown. That's Arca. Scholes gives it away to Boateng. O'Shea. Middlesbrough throw.
Well, they have been threatening the home side. Follows up that fantastic free kick. Well, the goal, that's really got the crowd going. And that's the way forward for Boro. Slightly bypassing the midfield. Arca's a very creative player. He's a winger by trade. And we get the ball forward quickly enough. Aliadière and Alves will show that physical presence and bring other players into play. Could be a shocking score this afternoon.
Here's Manny Pogatetz. Arca. Boateng. O'Neill. Young goes past him. And Scholes penalised.
Two very competitive players. I'm surprised if those two go the whole game without one yellow card between them.
Remember, Manchester United at kick-off 2 points clear of Chelsea, 5 of Arsenal, with this game in hand. Downing. And Van der Sar with that big right paw of his gives away a corner.
That's not a bad free kick. To the far post, very often we see those goal kicks and corner kicks and free kicks just sail harmlessly out of play. And they were closing in the back door this time, Middlesbrough.
Wheater will be a threat. He scored 4 times this season. It's O'Neill who takes. An examination for the most parsimonious defence in the Barclays Premier League. Breached once by Afonso Alves. Cancelled out Ronaldo's opener for United. Pogatetz. Ronaldo. Scholes. Here's Brown. Tévez got the shout from Rooney. Calls for handball. It did leap up and appear to hit an arm. Pogatetz away.
Yeah, it was accidental. No way he could move his arm out the way when Rooney.
And now a free kick for the home side.
That's better play from Aliadière. Made sure he didn't lose the ball, and Shea was forced into making the foul.
Well, they'll be much happier now. Something tangible to show for their good work, Middlesbrough.
I think they've deserved to be back on level terms.
Boateng. Block is by Alves. So Shea attempted to clear, and Middlesbrough giving this everything. Boateng. Here's Downing with a chance. Daylight rapidly blocked out by the giant Van der Sar.
Oh, why didn't he come to meet the ball, Stu Downing? Golden opportunity, allows this ball to bounce. There we go, Wes Brown totally misjudges that cross. Downing goes to meet that, a diving header or side foot. What a great opportunity to score. It's a great save from the end from Van der Sar.
Well, Middlesbrough got Manchester United concerned, worried and rocking slightly here. Rita goes up, Boateng too. Boateng appeals for handball, but it is a Manchester United free kick.
Well, Van der Sar with a great save, but he shouldn't have been given the opportunity.
Yeah, Ferdinand appears to have said something out of turn. Remember, respect, particularly with this referee, after what happened at White Hart Lane with Ashley Cole, and he is the current England captain.
So hard when you feel as if you've been aggrieved to keep your mouth shut, John. It is. It's almost impossible. You can approach your referees. I've always felt you could approach them in a firm but polite manner, but most of them would respond likewise.
Not by firmly, but fairly producing a yellow card in your face.
Exactly. Just a footnote to that, I did get booked quite a few times for dissent.
Yeah, Ferdinand didn't seem too happy with Afonso Alves. Seemed to be the subject of his complaint to Mike Riley. There is Ferdinand. And again. Pogatetz.
Middlesbrough back on level terms because they've refused to lie down. Well done, they've gone looking for the equaliser. They've refused to be beaten 2-3-0. They've really taken the game to Man United. And just the tempo, it's just increased 10-15% in the 5 or so minutes after the goal.
Ronaldo. Downing back to help out Taylor, his left back. Scars of battle.
There'll be many more in the years ahead.
The goal that Alves scored past Van der Sar, by the way, the first conceded by Manchester United in the Premier League in 496 minutes, which in real money is 8¼ hours. Last player to score against them, Abdoulaye Faye, with that consolation in a 5-1 hammering at St James's Park. Afonso Alves. One back by Rooney. It's been an enjoyable half to watch. Giggs for Rooney. Can Manchester United get their noses back in front? Here's Carrick, couldn't control it. Felt he was fouled, referee didn't.
It's like a kid in the playground, isn't he, Wayne Rooney? He's involved in every aspect of that move.
Tévez. Ronaldo! And Carrick. And Luke Young guides it behind. Ronaldo was appealing for a handball.
Well, he certainly struck that firstly. Great spot from Carlos Tévez. Here's the first touch, great first touch. Does it come off the arm or off the leg? It comes off the arm. Yeah, it certainly does.
Great save.
Yeah, Mike Riley, he's in a good position to see that.
Andrew Taylor, it was.
A lucky boy.
Should have been a penalty. Giggs. Rooney. And if Manchester United don't win this game, that will be a talking point. 1 additional minute from here. And there is the luckiest player on the pitch.
The unenviable task for the youngster, marking the best player in the world at the moment. So far he's really not been isolated, has he, one-on-one? Fortunately for him, Ronaldo has drifted around that front line.
Scholes. Giggs. Nita got himself between Giggs and the ball. And the half will conclude with a Manchester United corner. For which Ferdinand is amongst those forward. Wes Brown too. Rooney. Boateng got a foot in. Afonso Alves gives chase. And Bessar is the last to touch the ball as Mike Wiley blows the half-time whistle. Cristiano Ronaldo with his 37th goal of a prolific season. That was after 10 minutes. And then Edwin van der Sar finally beaten after making a couple of previous good saves. And Aliadière flicked the ball into the path of Afonso Alves. And the Brazilian signed for a large fee from Heerenveen. Celebrated his first Middlesbrough goal, and very well taken it was too. Well contested half. Manchester United set off well. Middlesbrough came back at them impressively, and at half-time at the Riverside the scoreline reads Middlesbrough 1, Manchester United 1. Welcome back to the Riverside Stadium as Manchester United take to the field. And they face a battle today if they're to secure 3 more points towards what would be their 10th Premier League crown. Cristiano Ronaldo's opener cancelled out by Afonso Alves with his first goal for Middlesbrough on his 9th appearance. Latching onto Aliadière's flick and dispatching the ball past Edwin van der Sar. That was 10 minutes shy of half-time. Van der Sar's had a reasonable amount to do in the first half. Hasn't always been the case this season. And Manchester United, who've won their last 6 Barclays Premier League games, being challenged before they can make it 7. Middlesbrough, who are proud of this reputation of being able to upset the best. So away we go with the second half. Middlesbrough now playing from right to left after an elongated half-time that ran to 17 minutes in all. Rooney penalised by match referee Mike Riley. Afanakoku, what are we in for? More of the same, or are we looking at tactical changes?
I certainly hope more of the same. I think it was an excellent first half, particularly once Man United scored the first goal. The game really opened up. Middlesbrough did well. Very not to concede another goal. They had a couple of good opportunities themselves. Aliadière with a good opportunity. Stuart Downing could have made it 2-1. United could have had a penalty.
On by Wheater, here's Alves again! Now Pogatetz trying to turn, he claims he was held. Manchester United survived by the skin of their collective teeth. And here's Ryan Giggs leading the counter. Rooney wants it. Rooney has it. And here's Tévez. Blocked by Arca for a corner. In the blink of an eye from one end to the other. And Pogatetz had the chance to put Middlesbrough in front.
A great chance it was. Alves really could have done better on the far side. Difficult one to take. Ball back, Pogatetz. Good block from Michael Carrick. Van der Sar was behind. Well, I said more of the same, I hope. Looks like we're going to get it as well. United could have scored. On the other end, Tévez really could have come onto that ball a lot sooner than he did.
So Pogatetz now on defensive duty. quick fire start to the second half from both teams. Giggs with the corner. Actually cleared by O'Neill.
There's another handball appeal as well, John.
Plenty of those today. Carrick. It's behind Scholes. This is O'Shea. That was Wheater. Alves left it short of O'Neill, who came in, and Evra is injured in the process. In fact, it's Luke Young who the referee is wanting words with.
That's a full-blooded challenge from Luke Young. He wasn't favourite to get that ball.
Yellow for Young.
Well, I don't think it's a really reckless challenge. Mike Riley wasn't happy with what he saw. Certainly did catch Evra, but I thought he also got some of the ball as well.
Mike Riley has been the centre of a number of moments of controversy in recent weeks. Many of them in that game at White Hart Lane, Tottenham-Chelsea. Ashley Cole, many people felt, should have actually been sent off for his challenge before he was able to show such dissent to the match official, having only been yellow carded.
He was a lucky boy that day. And some players have suffered since as a result of that incident, haven't they, in recent weeks?
Steve Bennett's hardline approach with Mascherano the following day was in stark contrast, although the general consensus seems to be that Mascherano deserved to be sent off for the persistence of his dissent. Scholes. Evra.
It's amazing how you get booed when you've been the victim.
Playing away from home. Afonso Alves. Then comes Wes Brown. Rooney is turning wintry once again.
Just like Brazil.
More like Barnsley. O'Neill. Another Middlesbrough throw.
I think United will be happy with the way the game has started second half. Just like the majority of the first end-to-end stuff. They feel they've got a greater...
Arca in, comfortable from Van der Sar.
Great array of talent in the final third. And as a Middlesbrough fan, you'll be happy with the entertainment that's been served up so far this afternoon. Just be a little bit worried that the team maybe should be slightly more cautious the longer the second half drags on. They get caught with the sucker punch.
Tévez. And Ronaldo, no way past Wheater. Cheered by the crowd for going to ground. And here's Gary O'Neill. Long for Afonso Alves. Dealt with efficiently by Ferdinand. Still hasn't got rid though. And Middlesbrough claim that might have crossed the line. It didn't.
Oh, Julio Arca made a great run into the centre of the box, but Alves just taking a chance and tried to play him first time. The side foot cushioned the ball back across the penalty area.
Scholes. It's Carrick. Tévez. Downing. Taylor. O'Neill. Taylor and Downing on this left side, two graduates of the prolific Middlesbrough Academy, run by Dave Parnaby. Won the Youth Cup once in recent years and been runners-up. This is Ronaldo, through for Rooney. It just hit a heel. Out of Pogatetz, otherwise it would have found its way to Tévez.
Well, young Taylor taking a huge chance there, pirouetting and turning around in the penalty area. Man United players swarming all around him. The innocence of youth.
Evra. Their corner. Conceded by the Austrian in what's now quite Tyrolean weather. Three members of the back four. Ferdinand, Brown, O'Shea. Forward for this. Rooney. Scholes. Giggs. Evra. Stuart Downing, a very local product, built up on the nearby Pallister Park estate. So not named after Gary Pallister, by the way.
That was my next question. Is there any kind of connection?
Oh, that was Luke Young again.
And again, another full-blooded challenge. Evra's been in the wars today, hasn't he? This time Paul Scholes was the recipient of that. You know, it was nice to see good sportsmanship. You know, I think of all the football we watch around the world, and we know we watch a lot, don't we, throughout the course of the season. I think the Barclays Premier League is by far the most competitive. Certainly physically anyway. There really are no easy games.
Rooney chasing it down. Oh! And colliding with Mark Schwarzer.
Accidental. Oh no, Mike Riley, come on. When Rooney's trying to slow down, he can't stop. He's got to give allowances for the state of the pitch today, surely. There's no complaint. There's Mark Schwarzer, big smile on his face. That's never a yellow card. Well, completely different interpretation Mike Riley's got of that to me. There we go, they're both having a chat. Schwarzer's not hurt. Despite the fact his leg was raised slightly, by the time he actually makes contact with him, he's down.
Alves is in again. Chance, goal! Middlesbrough in front against Manchester United. And it's a breakthrough day for the Brazilian. He's that all right. They knew he was when they bought him. He's just taken a while to prove it.
And what a game to show your true colours. Goes for the first, well, Rio Ferdinand wins that first ball. And then the second one, Wes Brown, well, he's unlucky, comes off the back of Aliadière. What a super finish from Afonso Alves. He is a goal machine now. Great first touch, slightly fortunate. Takes it with him. Oh, look at that cool finish. Bends it round Van der Sar. Opens his body out. Rio Ferdinand. Last-ditch attempt at the tackle. Oh, the number 12 finally comes in.
How about that for a scoreline? Want to encourage Chelsea and even Arsenal that the unlikely might still be possible. And so rare as well for Manchester United to take the lead and then lose it. Of the last 180 Premier League games in which they've gone in front, they have lost only 3.
I don't know if you can be too critical about the defending there. Rio Ferdinand wins the first header against Alves, but he's quicker to actually get himself down and turn and look for that second ball. And Ferdinand can't make up the ground after that header from West Brown. Comes off the back of Aliadière. But what about the finish? Cool as you like. He was unlucky against Chelsea, wasn't he, a couple of weeks ago? Hit the post. And you just don't think, well, as a striker, you just don't know where the goal's going to come from. You do your best, you're working hard. And what a game to get yourself off the mark.
Evra. Tévez. Evra going on. Goal kick. That's the man of the moment.
There you go, Rio Ferdinand doesn't react quickly enough. By the time he realises there's danger there, Alves has stolen a yard and a half on him. And that's super cool execution. Well, you don't lose that knack, do you? 30 odd goals plus, was it? Last full season for Heerenveen.
Charged down this time by Aliadière. Manchester United rattled. And pretty wet too. Taylor. No stage this season have Middlesbrough scored 3 in a game. O'Neill. This is Young. Aliadière! Oh, nearly a hat-trick for Alves. Middlesbrough claim handball.
Oh, it should have been. Lovely cross from Luke Young. Aliadière, unselfish, looks for his... Well, it does come off Rio's hand. Off the elbow. But he's so close to his body, Mike Riley gives him the benefit of the doubt. Now off his knee. Thought maybe he caught his elbow as well.
Well, this is turning into quite a game.
They've had some chances today, Middlesbrough.
Ronaldo. Kicks.
You can see what he's trying to do, George Boateng. Just drive it in behind Rio Ferdinand. Aliadière was on the move.
Rio Ferdinand, who looks to be struggling as well at the moment, Efan. He's been limping quite markedly. Played that ball very gingerly.
Yes,
see him at the bottom of the picture.
Yeah, he's hobbling away. I don't know where the collision came from. Whether there's that goal line clearance from Alves a couple of seconds ago.
Ronaldo. Evra. Ronaldo nearly through. In the end, it's solid defending by Young. Carrick. Scholes. Tévez. He's proposing the sort of test that champions need to come through. Aliadière. Downing. The scoreline now is what the final score was when Arsenal were here. 2-1 Middlesbrough.
Well, they're full value for their lead at the moment with Middlesbrough. I don't think anybody can deny them that. Just at what point will Gareth Southgate maybe take off one of the strikers and look for a slightly more defensive approach? When they go looking for the third goal, we know Sir Alex will be urging his players to go for the equaliser.
Problem with the ball. As he Gerard Piqué doing some warming up.
Here comes a snowball.
Piqué would be the obvious replacement for Rio Ferdinand if he can't continue. So 2 goals and very nearly a third for Afonso Alves. His national colours are being proudly displayed.
Latest in a long line of Teesside Brazilians, isn't it?
Juninho, Branco, Emerson. Welcome back too, still here. Here though is Scholes for Manchester United.
Great block. 2 players throwing themselves at the ball. Pogatetz and Luke Young.
Well, we were speculating about Ferdinand and whether he could continue, and he's still limping as he arrives. They are plotting a sub, but it doesn't concern the most recent England skipper. It's Park Ji-sung coming on for Carlos Tévez. His header. Now, does that mean Ronaldo playing up front?
Well, it looks like though, and maybe he's going to put Park on the right side and look to maybe drag Middlesbrough a little bit wider than they've managed to do so far in the game. Sometimes with 3 forwards and they're all hungry for goals, they can get in each other's way. And to stretch the defence. A far better ploy.
Arca, Aliadière.
Rio Ferdinand's not right, is he?
Doesn't look at all right.
I'd be surprised if he finishes this game.
And that's bad news with Vidic out for the best part of 3 weeks with a knee problem. Ronaldo. Park getting his first touch through a veil of snow.
Nearly got through to Rooney.
Ronaldo. Some of these Manchester United players who have helped garnish easy victories now need to turn a game right around. It's not a challenge that's been posed too often. Beaten only 4 times in the Premier League this season. Twice by Manchester City, at Bolton and at West Ham.
In the most unlikely places you come unstuck. And sometimes West Ham defeat. Poor second half performance.
Arca throws himself theatrically, having been caught. He's done enough to win the free kick anyway.
That's why we can never really say that anybody has an easy run in to the title or in order to keep themselves in the division.
That's the beauty of the English Premier League. So are the differing conditions in which games are played. Taylor forward. Manchester United plotting another change, and again it's not involving Ferdinand. Then Hargreaves is going to come on. Here's the opportunity for John O'Shea to leave the pitch.
Gone to John O'Shea's position, giving him a bit more drive and purpose down that right side.
He's played right back from the start once this season for Manchester United, Owen Hargreaves.
I thought he would have been a fixture in the side this season, but he's found it hard to impress.
Here's Downing, and Ferdinand really is struggling to stay with him. And Middlesbrough are convinced that should have been a corner.
Show great determination, Steve Downing, to get past Rio Ferdinand.
It's another careless pass though. Here's Arca for Middlesbrough. Where's Brown? And Boateng untidy, clumsy on Evra. This is going to be a yellow card.
That's a silly challenge.
George Boateng.
Never ever got himself in a position to make a genuine challenge for that ball. Killing a bit of time, but there's so much time to play, over 20 minutes. And for that type of player, it's a long time for him to be careful about making challenges in that centre of the park.
Quarter of the game still to play. And Manchester United, who led through Ronaldo, trailing. And a disagreement between the two players on the floor. Rooney directing words at Pogatetz.
He just smiles back, if that was in German or in Scouse.
Looks a bit cool. Pogatetz's nickname, by the way, is Mad Dog. Middlesbrough playing really well here. Aliadière. Alves goes up, but not as high as Van der Sar, who lost it and needed the assistance of Ferdinand. Pogatetz. Taylor. And we are now going to see Rio Ferdinand replaced. Maybe that run that Downing had at him finally showed the bench that they need to make a change, and Piqué is going to come on in his place.
It's surprising it's taken them so long to actually make a decision. Didn't look as if he wanted to come off Rio Ferdinand. That decision, it looks like, has been made for him, and quite rightly so.
But with 5 games to go in the title race, a European quarter-final second leg looming, and Vidic out for 3 weeks, that's not a good sight for Manchester United.
Well, fortunately for them, he may not be needed on Wednesday evening. Comfortable lead they've got in that second leg against Roma.
So much of Manchester United's success, for all their flair and power going forward, has been based on this defensive axis of Ferdinand and Vidic.
They've been a tremendous partnership for a couple of seasons now. Difficult enough to actually break them down once you get the ball in the final third, but most opposing teams don't see the ball long enough.
And following Roma's visit to Old Trafford, the next Premier League engagement is against Arsenal. Ronaldo caught late by a player who's already incurred the wrath of the referee, Luke Young. And Alves down. Chris Mosley, the Middlesbrough physio.
And he just brushes aside of Michael Carrick. Certainly Carrick wasn't the guilty party there. You ever tried that magic spray, John? Does it work on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning? Never worked for me.
Psychological as much as physical. But the challenge has been laid down to Sir Alex Ferguson and Manchester United. And they have 20 minutes to find an answer. Afonso Alves has scored twice. Chris Mosley talking earnestly to the bench. Decide whether he can continue or not.
He won't come off that easily, I know that. To score in a brace, he'll be desperate to get that hat-trick.
Piqué. Ronaldo. Corner. Last Premier League hat-trick by a Middlesbrough player. A long time ago.
Oh, Ravanelli.
1996.
Against Liverpool, opening day of the season, or was there one? Must
he
be
got
one
another
after
one
that.
later in the season. Giggs with the corner. Carrick's header, there's Rooney! Close, but no equaliser.
Well, came to it nicely, sorted all the way, Wayne Rooney. Just cuts across the ball. Enough does Luke Young get a touch? Aliadière maybe. Glances off his head. He was going wide anyway.
Aliadière. Afonso Alves now recovered, whistle's gone.
Oh, that was close, looked onside to me. Aliadière could have played him in a few seconds earlier. But I thought Wes Brown had actually played him on just on the 18-yard line. The assistant was quick to wave the flag.
Well, if this latest score becomes a result, it reinvigorates the title race. Gary O'Neill has control of it. There's Ronaldo. George Boateng scrapping.
Well, that's the area that you can at least throw yourself into challenges.
Giggs. Well, one back by Arca. Giggs himself doing well. Carrick. Evra. Manchester United have used all three of their permitted substitutes. Brown. Carrick. And this is Park Ji-sung. Got past the fullback Taylor. Rooney! 2-2. Challenge accepted.
Well, we knew they wouldn't go anywhere without a fight, Man United. Young Taylor dives into the challenger. Inexperienced, and Park keeps his composure, picks out Rooney. And a huge slice of luck off David Wheater. Sends Mark Schwarzer the wrong way. He doesn't do anything, Young Taylor. Doesn't make a challenge, doesn't stand his ground. And Rooney brings United level.
With his 17th goal of the season. And now Manchester United will desperately want to go on and win this. They've led, they've trailed, they're now level again.
Well, two poor goals conceded from Middlesbrough's point of view. Really, United have not looked like getting that equaliser.
It's the substitute Park who created the chance. Up goes Park again. So too did Wes Brown.
Lovely play from Park Ji-sung. He keeps his composure. The ball, David Wheater, so unlucky. I think Mark Schwarzer would have gobbled this one up. They can't do anything about that. So close to the goal.
Downing. Blocked off by Hargreaves. Nothing wrong though. Not in the view of Mike Riley.
Yeah, he was looking for that free kick, Stuart Downing.
Ronaldo. Oh, slipped by Van der Sar. And only by snaking out that right leg did he prevent Afonso Alves having a clear run.
Oh, didn't he do well though? Thought the ball had gone beyond him. Wes Brown left it to his goalkeeper. And being 6'5" comes in handy.
Oh, what a good game.
A smash forward from Gary O'Neill. There we go. Now he was well in control. He just flicks it with the outside of his foot. Calm as you like. He had Sir Alex worried just for a split second.
Southgate absolutely soaked. Just in contrast with his predecessor as Middlesbrough manager, who no doubt would have had a brolly today. Now Middlesbrough's turn to plot a change, and Tuncay, the Turk, is going to replace the scorer of both Boro goals, the Brazilian Afonso Alves.
A well-deserved round of applause for the Brazilian. Not recovered from that knock, has he? Rio Ferdinand. Oh, sorry, Michael Carrick it was, wasn't it? Attempting to retrieve the ball.
Ronaldo. Here's Evra. Taking on Wheater, going down. Goal kick. And on this most inhospitable of days weather-wise, by far the biggest crowd of the season at the Riverside, just under 34,000. There's Brown, inconvenienced but fouled.
The referee's assistant didn't see anything wrong with that. He's 3 yards away.
Then Turner.
Now why can't he? He was in a far better position to see than Mike Riley. Have a quiet word in his ear and overrule him, politely of course.
This time Pogatetz goes down. So it's Middlesbrough's turn to have a free kick. Wheater forward. Boateng. O'Neill. And Boateng losing it to Rooney. Interception was by Wheater. Immediately spread it to the other end. Van der Sar will have to clear.
That was half a chance for Man United. Wayne Rooney just not able to dig the ball out. Ronaldo is free on the far side. George Boateng's got to be careful. Once or twice he's been caught in possession.
The period of the game where Manchester United habitually are so dangerous. They've scored far more goals in the last 10 minutes of Premier League fixtures this season than any other team, 16 of them in total. A good number of them decisive.
Problem is when you're playing as well as Middlesbrough, you really don't want to go into a defensive shell. Feel as if there's a third goal there for you.
Also the danger of conceding omnipresent given the talent of Manchester United's attacking lineup. There's Park.
That was good play. Ryan Giggs just didn't read that. Looking amongst the Boro subs, Sir Alex being animated. He knows 2 points dropped today. Will really give Chelsea a massive lift. And we've got a tough game next week, Man United, home to Arsenal.
And then in just under 3 weeks, it is Chelsea against Manchester United at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, for all neutrals, we just hope there's still a race on by the time they go there.
Ronaldo. Cleanly won by Arca, not once but twice. Manchester United coming into this game knowing that if they win this and then their next 3, culminating in the game at Chelsea, they will again be champions, whatever the other teams do. Ronaldo is limping now, and they've used all 3 subs. United have drawn fewer games than any of their Premier League rivals, just 4 this season. Is this to be a 5th? Or could it be a 25th win? Rooney. Scholes.
Skipped off the turf very quickly and bounced off his chest. Didn't quite sit nicely for him. It's a good opportunity for a play. He sits down just about enough. He just snatches out the shot under pressure.
Hargreaves, this is Giggs.
Yes, did it come off Luke Young?
Park. Better of Taylor for the second equalising goal, but not that time. Hargreaves, Giggs. Rather better now, but beaten that time by Young. Brown's header straight to O'Neill. Outside.
It's been an absorbing game. Just wonder if there's a final twist for somebody. Because stage like this, I don't think United could really say they dropped 2 points. So that Middlesbrough fully deserved one.
Other tricky games on the run in for Manchester United, with Arsenal to visit. Here's Ronaldo though, tripped right on the edge. Free kick on the edge. Gary O'Neill.
I think the right decision. It was right on the edge of the box. Lovely drop of the shoulder from Cristiano Ronaldo. Gary O'Neill decides to take him early. Just gets him, yeah, he's well outside in the end. The ball is inside the box.
Worth a booking.
It is if they don't score. I think it is regardless. At least you give yourself the opportunity to defend now when you've got almost everybody back in the box.
Appearing, ringing the pitch in preparation for the final whistle. A few minutes distant though as yet.
They go for goal, Hargreaves.
It's Giggs though, and it's defended. And defended solidly. Here's Arca. Second time it hits Rooney. He comes back for more. Here's a goal kick. You'd be frustrated if you're a Middlesbrough fan, wouldn't you? Seeing a performance like this against Manchester United, having seen the display that saw off Arsenal, and yet there they are in the nether regions of the table.
Well, I think most fans can understand that. The players can raise themselves even more for the bigger games. There's nothing new about that. And that's the difference between the teams at the top and the teams at the bottom.
Piqué being chased by Aliadière. It's a goal kick.
As a group of players, you can raise yourselves more when you're playing for the bigger clubs. And you know that every game is much more of a fight, and players will always raise their game playing against you.
Well, a draw for Middlesbrough would take them up one place to 14th above Wigan Athletic. A draw would take Manchester United 3 points clear of Chelsea. Although their vastly superior goal difference effectively gives them an extra 1 point advantage. Massing beneath it. Scholes plotting the escape. Ronaldo. Park. This is Hargreaves. Lovely ball in. Rooney! Still alive for Manchester United, but maybe not now as O'Neill clears.
A good stop from Mark Schwarzer. Such a wet surface, that ball really skids off the turf, that header from Rooney.
Possibilities here for the home side. Aliadière tries himself, hit Piqué.
Well, he had two plays, he could have pulled it back to Aliadière. We don't get the luck with the deflection.
That looks a rather soft free kick given against O'Neill, but it is Manchester United's decision.
Lovely ball in from Hargreaves, gets beyond Downing. Rooney with the header, point just comes off his wrist really, Mark Schwarzer. Giggs can't pick out Paul Scholes. He can't look.
That's overly robust. Boateng on Ronaldo. Taken too quickly and from the wrong place for the referee's liking.
He's still in the same place.
Colin Cooper out alongside Gareth Southgate.
He's dying to get on, isn't he, Colin Cooper?
Very combative defender in his day. So the final minute of the 90. Giggs. Ronaldo. Park. Here's Rooney. Trying to find an angle. Scuffed the shot.
Well, he did all the harder work, Rooney. Lovely control. Skips inside the defenders twice. And then final ball lets him down. Could have been handball against Ronaldo. Well, he was well onside. George Boateng playing everybody onside. A tame finish in the end.
Mike Dean, the fourth official, having to separate the warring factions. And 4 additional minutes to be played.
I don't know what Sir Alex was so angry about. Maybe the challenge on Ronaldo from George Boateng.
Ronaldo for Rooney. Park sprinting towards the penalty spots. O'Neill's header clear. Carrick to Scholes, to Giggs. Boateng. Only as far as Piqué. Hargreaves. Once more the Spaniard, Gerard Piqué. Rooney. Evra. And Schwarzer claims.
Good goalkeeping. Easy catch for him to take, really.
Tuncay, Boateng. Manchester United have had a taste today of what they can expect when they go to Blackburn. Maybe to Wigan on the final day of the season if it still matters. No one's going to cave in against them. Know they'll be tested severely at Chelsea and surely by Arsenal at Old Trafford next weekend. 2.5 minutes still to play. Middlesbrough wanted to get Adam Johnson on in place of Aliadière. Now's the opportunity.
He's been brave enough so far, Gareth Southgate. We'll stick with 2 forwards.
Jinky Johnson, they call him. He's a left winger by trade. Aliadière making a slow exit. And hand him both the goals.
Yeah, you can't fault his effort today, Aliadière. A glorious opportunity in the first half, which he screwed wide.
Scholes. Carrick, concentration the watchword now for Middlesbrough as Piqué swings. Taylor clears. And a fair number of Chelsea supporters holding their breath right now as well. Hargreaves. Comes out to Johnson. Can't get it past Evra. Ronaldo. Patrice Evra. Slipped. Young has it for Middlesbrough.
Well, that could be the last chance for Man United. Oh, what a courageous display from Middlesbrough today. At times they've really looked stretched. United have looked stretched at times as well. Certainly the score draw, 2-2 draw, looks like it's going to be a fair result.
The Barclays Premier League proving again it's a competition in which no result can be taken for granted. Van der Sar long and hopeful. And Wheater guiding it back to Schwarzer. And if Schwarzer chooses to punt downfield, there may be one final opportunity for the home team, Middlesbrough. Tuncay, Johnson, Tuncay, lovely turn, chance for the Turk, blocked out by Van der Sar. Right on the stroke of 94 minutes, Tuncay with half a chance to win the game for the Boro. Still they're not finished. O'Neill, West Brown, Park will seize upon it. The referee has the whistle at his lips, and one of the best Premier League games of the season ends all square at 2 goals apiece.
Glorious finish to the game, and what a chance for Tuncay at the end. I think the ball really just slides away from him. Well, United really would have felt aggrieved. They were the dominant team in the second half. You can't take anything away from Middlesbrough. The draw is a fair result this afternoon.
Terrific entertainment. Cristiano Ronaldo firing Manchester United into an early lead, and then the new hero of the Riverside, Afonso Alves, the Brazilian goal machine, first equalised and then put Middlesbrough into a lead just short of the hour mark. Manchester United required to dig deep, and Rooney came up with an equaliser a quarter of an hour from time. The lead is 3 points. There are 5 games to play. Here at the Riverside, a thrilling game has ended 2-2.